the only... Who's watching that?
Where's our what's the page that we're going to?
Just so you know, we are live on the channel now as of right this fucking moment.
What's the name of the channel?
I don't know. It's Way Off Topic Radio. I don't even have a link to it. Give me a break. Give me a second here. So, how are you doing, Phoenix?
I'm doing well. We're way early. How are you?
Way early. We're super dog early, bro.
I'd say almost we were on time.
Okay, the video is unlisted, so let me fix that, because that's right. I started unlisted. That's right, Scott. You did that. It is officially... No. Your
last one was, okay.
It was.
Where's this one going? Frank, can you hear us?
Calm yourself down.
If you guys can hear me, I know
how are you doing, Phoenix?
Frank, your mic is not on. Your mic is not on, Frank.
Well, I mean, I could hear him.
It's coming through this computer, though.
Is this not? Oh.
Did you put your new mixer on? Because if you did, fuck you. No.
He didn't test at all. He probably hooked up a whole new mixer, didn't even load up anything and test.
He's got to spend 63 minutes of your time figuring out his new mixer.
No. What's going to happen is he's going to sit up there and try to figure out his mixer while we laugh about it and stream.
Yeah, for 63 minutes at least. Frank, I love you, but did you put your new mixer on? Because that's not cool.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get you the link to the stream here.
Yeah,
that was me and my own stream. Okay, here you go, Phoenix. I'm gonna get you the here you go. Wow, this is an organized stream, everybody. Cause Frank's late as shit. Look at him all sad up there. Where's my Skype thing?
I can't hear it.
There he is. Here. Ah! Oh man, that got really big. What?
Do you want me to send everything, or should we just leave this alone?
Well, you're already recording, aren't you?
Recording just standard audio, but should I send this so people can watch it?
Well, what do you mean? I'm sending it so people can watch it.
Oh, if all of us share it is the point.
Oh, if you want to, sure.
I wasn't sure what the protocol was here.
Okay, oh yeah. Give her. I'm gonna share it on my own channel too. I had to get this shit fucking rolling, and I thought Frank was gonna be here, and then I guess I could have been doing that while you and I were fucking around. You know, whatever. You know, things, right?
I wanted the link first, but here we go. Let me get on Twitter. Facebook first, and then Twitter. Fucking Apple, come on. It's the worst now.
That's what your problem is, bro. That's what your problem is.
I've had Apple for, 8 years now, 9 years? And suddenly they updated their software, so it made my computer obsolete. It's just useless now.
So I have three things at the most I can do at any given time. After that, it's just like, nope, cut off, bye, and it shuts off on its own. All right, I think we're doing this, Frank. He looks like he's giving up on life. Can you hear us, Frank? Thumbs up if you can.
Hey, I'm in the middle of YouTube. Look at this. Look at this. Ah, skiing, fucking Jesus. Ah.
So delayed.
Here, Frank. How do you... I actually used to do sign language. I was
doing your ear, Scott.
What? Oh, yeah.
How's that ear?
Oh, yeah, get it in there. Fucking, this is trippy.
Hold on.
The wrong...
Try something
wrong side
try
for me.
something else. Hold on, let's try something else. Oh, it won't go that low. Sorry.
Phoenix, okay. Well, we'll never be monetized now. Is he like is he like doing a symphony orchestra over there? What's happening?
We're not live, are we?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Oh God, why are you recording this live?
Why not? This is what YouTube is about. But the raw, gritty nastiness of it all. Besides, I'm sick of waiting for Frank. He should have this shit figured out.
Back the fuck up, Scott. YouTube is not about raw or gritty. It's about YouTube edits where I can censor out and cut around every bad thing I say.
Oh, no. You can't
Cut out
say
any
silence.
silence.
Well, you're going to have to get used to some liveness because that's what we've been doing.
Is that working?
Yay! We can hear the man.
Hey, that working?
Yeah, that's working. Oh, it's
Kinda.
working, Frank.
Kinda.
That work?
Whisper into my ear.
Barely.
Turn yourself up a little bit and then whisper into my ears.
That work?
A little better. A little better. A little scratch in the back.
Oh, I can hear you now.
You're echoing. We're echoing back.
You're echoing. We're echoing.
Yeah, it's because it's a brand new mixer I just got.
Why did you
Why did you plug it in
Would
already?
it have made sense to have set this up ahead of time and done a practice run?
No timeout.
No timeout.
Time out.
You shouldn't have
Time
done.
out. That would have made sense, he's saying. We don't make sense over here.
I love you,
Frank, but you should have done this later.
I agree with you, Frank. You should have plugged this thing in when we weren't about to stream. See, like, I won't even update my YouTube. Like, if it comes out with an update and I'm in the middle of making a video on my hit film, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not updating until I'm done the video. As soon as I finish a video, I'll update it because then I won't start. I'll start under the new parameters.
No, SV's to Phoenix. I did that Tuesday. It wanted to update during the middle of the Twilight Zone review, and I didn't do it. Right? So as soon as I signed on tonight, it just was like, yeah, you're updating, bitch. Boom.
Liar.
What I could do? So while it was updating, I figured, fuck it. Let me just hook this picture up.
It's quiet. It's quiet right now. Everything sounds good, but it sounds a little tin canny.
A good excuse, anyways.
How's that?
Better?
How's that?
We're
getting more feedback from your end, but it sounds better on the mic.
Well, I can change that. I mean, how is? Wait. How's that?
Your mic is fine.
It just sounds terrible. You hearing this, Scott?
Yeah, I can hear all the static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, you can hear static?
A lot of it.
A lot of it. Yeah.
Decent amount. In fact, there's less of it when you're not talking.
Well,
my neighbors are talking. We're fine.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're not talking, you're outputting static. Or when we're not talking, we're outputting static. That's all on him. We were not experiencing this until you showed up, Frank.
No, it is on me. I agree with you.
Well, way to turn this into the way off topic tech hour.
Hold on.
I've been reducing my tech hour on my own show, and then Frank comes in here and way off topic radio, and look how sad he looks.
Allow me to tune my own guitar right now.
He looks like he's actually getting sad. This is all people are gonna tune in for. They're just gonna watch you and me rip on Frank the entire time.
I'm about to post this thing on Twitter too. So
what else is new? I mean, this is nothing new. Look, I was trying to power my mixer from an actual, power supply instead of the computer, and then go from USB to USB.
Pause. Can you just plug in your old mixer real quick so we can get the show done? Okay, you are. Go ahead and do it. Just so we can get this out of the way. Then go ahead and figure that out later.
Yeah, he's gonna like twisted every fucking dial on the thing while he was unplugging it. You watch it.
How much of a plebe I am, and I will,
do it.
While you talk shit. All right, so have fun.
I heard this is how Anthony Cumio got fired. He was always fucking around with his mixer.
Bring it up, Frank. Cry.
He was always screwing around with his mixer. Hey, don't hurt it. Don't hurt it. The fuck is he doing? Throwing mixer pieces across the room?
Moment. I don't know.
I don't know.
Here, we should toss him up in the
Calm down, Frank.
It's all in love.
If we didn't love you, we wouldn't be here.
Well,
So
take your time.
Take your time.
I don't know. It's a second window.
It's a second window inside.
I was trying. No. I did that on purpose, but I was trying to bump. There you go. No, we're gonna watch Frank. We're all gonna tune in and watch Frank blow his brains out. Apparently. That was the action. Here. Watch.
So you
better not.
Oh wow, you're turned way too high. I just realized that if anybody was watching, they were just getting their ears blasted apart by you, which is my fault.
Who was watching?
My bad.
Three people are watching.
Hey, there's a third person in there that was not us, damn it, and they fucking hated it.
Greg. No, Greg will put up with this.
No, Greg will put up with
now, Greg.
Well, I apologize, everybody.
The mixer in the mail today. He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up without warning and see if it records. Of course, it didn't record right.
Why do I have two Skypes?
So it's a Frank.
Oh, it's all coming off the same. Oh, I see. Well, anyways, I apologize to the people who lost eardrums in the process. That was my bad. Brought in a new source and didn't set it all up, you know?
Is that better?
I posted it on my Discord, so it's gonna get crazy in here because there's probably 5 people that will see it or something.
Frank.
If I post it on my channel, it's gonna go a little bit faster here. Frank, you back?
Good.
Much better.
Smooth and sexy, bro, like silk.
Back is gone. Turn up the mic a little bit, but the feedback's gone.
And you know what? I want you to whisper to me while you're at it, ASMR style. I want to hear it go down my neck.
Yeah. I want to be able to sleep REM real quick.
You're eating strawberries very slow.
There you go. That's the one.
How slow? Are they juicy?
That's fucking slow.
You like the marshmallow fluff.
Love that juicy shit, don't you?
You bite into them.
Fuck has happened to our show? Hold on, I'm copy link. There we go. I'm just talk away amongst yourselves, people. Oh yeah, here I can take Frank off the big screen TV. Now that he's all hooked up. He's all hooked up. What was that?
I'm still posting the show on a couple other sites here. 1 second.
Oh, you post, baby. Post it. Post it good and hard.
Right now it's on LIW1.
Post it like your mama.
I'm going to do it Zone 1
and then we'll be done.
Hold on, I'm posting too. Just give me a second here.
We should probably do this ahead of time next time.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Listen. This is episode 1. We're tech hour in it.
It's the same mixer, same brand, same everything. It just has two more channels.
You still get it out first.
I know. It's my fault. Rookie mistake of a 5-year podcast.
Sometimes it takes a good half decade to figure shit out.
No, it doesn't. It's been 5 times.
I gave you a little room for air.
I appreciate that, Phoenix. Really. That's mighty kind of you, sir.
We got to talk about your perception of time, though, Frank.
Listen. I turned the computer on, and Windows says, "Hey, would you like to have a 40-minute update session with yours truly?"
I feel like this is shadow. This is like shadow working. Like this is how you. He's like, "Don't worry, my computer's updating. I'll be there, guys."
My day has been one fucking shit show after another. No idea. I did a side job with the most anal retentive bitch ever fucking done work for in my fucking life, dude.
Are we talking about like the woman you were doing the work for?
Yeah, dude. Literally $300 worth of material took me fucking since 7:30 a.m. till about 10 a.m. to get to her fucking house. None of it. She didn't want to use any of it because she didn't like the way the baffle of the rim of the LED recessed light went into the LED flat light. She doesn't like flat lights. Who looks into it that fucking much?
Waspy one.
So then I had to go and get. So then I had to go and I had to scour the internet to find four-inch fucking extremely baffled fucking LED lights and do it that way. And lose $200 in the fucking process. On top of work, 5 hours more in the process. But you think I got paid for it? And thank goodness I had the best helper with me. My wife, because she's free.
She's a good egg.
Missy is the best helper I ever had, dude. I'm telling you.
You don't deserve her.
Dude, you know who wired all four of those recess lights?
Was it me?
Missy.
Oh.
Well, don't say that out loud unless she's got a license. If that house burns down, she's going to be liable.
Your license.
You're like, that bitch did it over there. I told you.
Tell the county she did it.
And Missy's already on the hook. He's fucking. She find out the whole thing's just a house of cards he's set up to be in Missy's name. So when it all comes crumbling down, he just bails.
Bro,
takes his guitars and leaves.
Every ceiling fan in this house, every ceiling fan in the last house, every light fixture in this house, except for the bed. No, she did the bathroom. Yeah. I haven't done anything.
Trained at this avenue. The one is not.
I'm just saying, I've taught her to do electric, and she does it all, so I don't have to do it. I have better things to do, like build guitars.
He builds guitars, everybody.
The alarming for guitars behind it.
You're like an Apple factory. You fucking put guitars together. Don't tell yourself you build anything. You assemble guitars.
Downstairs, I have a body and a neck. Nothing else. That's it. Wood.
You sound like a serial killer right now, by the way.
It's wood and paint, Scott.
And the next thing he said is he started talking about his wood.
Look, I am the Orange County choppers of building guitars, okay? Is that what
in my garage, you got a frozen pot and a frozen head, all right? I can figure it out. I'll string that shit together.
I don't believe you, Frank. I just don't. He's downstairs laminating sheets of wood.
Yeah,
this is ancient redwood.
What? Let me go walk through the forest and find a good log. A good year-aged log that I can take home, and with all my woodworking lathes and everything, and bandsaws, and make myself. Yeah, Scott, kiss my ass.
This is what I love. This is what I love about this. Is
coming from a guy who claims that he makes honey. The bees do it, Scott. The bees do it.
I extract honey. Huh? I am a beekeeper, sir. I extract the honey. Extract it from those little tiny bees. I take it from their houses. I come in there and fucking wreck house.
Every 3 days I go outside and I extract dog shit from the cement outside. I make dog shit.
You can't eat dog shit, though.
I could. Don't challenge me. You want to see what I'm up to? Yeah.
I mean, motherfucker, I could take a dare.
Press anything to a patty and make a burger out of it.
I'll move Frank up. He hates being in the desk. He's like, my face is eaten up on the desk.
It's like his lip up.
What? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to move my camera here. There we go. Almost.
I have to stand way over here with the microphone again.
There it is.
Yeah, I know. It's like Scott, like I'm like kind of here, and Scott's like kind of center over, and Phoenix is pushed over to the corner.
Let's move.
Yeah.
I'm clicking the wrong damn things here. That's what the problem is.
My man, it's.
Hi, Scott. Oh, wait.
Should we do a beginning or no?
Nah, not on this one. I'm just kidding. You guys can do a beginning. You can cut that out for the audio if you want. The live stream's live streaming.
Now the fact that Greg is here watching us and commenting the entire time with comments.
I'm trying to give Scott bunny ears.
It's not working. In Wonderland.
Greg, I tried. I love you more, apparently.
Hold on, if I turn my head sideways, you can bunny hear me.
By the way, Scott, on the real though, I just want to congratulate you on a fine performance on FTLE's channel last week.
FTFE? FTLE is like faster than light or something.
What's that?
Hey.
Faster than light entertainment travel channel? That was a good channel. Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny, yo, Phoenix, right? Scott is sitting in Fight the Flat Earth's normal stage, right? And he's just like, "Hi, I'm Brady Beaver." Oh shit, he's coming. So he ducks behind the green screen, right? And so Fight the Flat Earth comes over. He goes, "I smell something. I smell maple syrup and desperation."
There's desperation in there. Desperately want to make some money. No, I agree. I laughed my ass off when I saw it because he asked me to do that part because I like had some ideas and then he had some ideas and we just bring them together, right? We end up with an episode, right? So, because we just
what my computer says definition of a collaboration means.
Ooh. Yeah.
Did you need that? Was that necessary?
No, but you know what? I need some, plus points here because I'm in the negative hardcore.
Hardcore. Oh, hardcore. You said 7. It's 11 right now. My time.
No. I'm like negative 43 over here from that mixer fiasco. So
I think you assign your own points. I think me and Scott get to assign those points. Does 43 sound good, Scott?
He just brings home a new mixer, plugs it in, and goes, it'll work just like the last one. They're all the same.
I get nervous.
It's
the same brand, so therefore my computer should know it.
Shit, I don't even I plugged in that goddamn Oculus and I was like, because so to do the Oculus, I had to install a bunch of software, which I knew was gonna have audio drivers in it and shit. And this thing's, of course, audio for setting up streaming PCs is a nightmare. And then by the time I was done, I have to unplug I only have so many ports in the back of my graphics card because it is a little older now, but it's still good enough for VR. So I have to unplug my center monitor, plug in my, and I have to move things around on my USBs and stuff like that to make it all work. And the whole time I was like, this computer's never gonna stream when I'm done. So when I was done using the Oculus for the first time, Beat Sabering away for a little while, I unplugged everything, and then the first thing I had to do is start up all my audio and figure out what the fuck had happened, because of course everything just changes. But if that was Frank would have just loaded up and said, "That's it, let's go live. Got my guest here, famed physicist. He's only got an hour."
My last computer was a Microsoft, so therefore this brand new one that's not formatted at all should be just fine, right?
It came with a hard drive. Hard drive comes with things, right?
Hey,
he's like, hold on, I haven't plugged it in. I gotta open my gateway box.
This is how much I don't know about computers, right? So I was on Wish and I seen a 3.0, I don't know, it was a large number and it said HHD memory card or whatever, and it was a big box with the USB, right? And I was like, ooh, that's a great price for $3. So I bought it, right? And 3 months later it came in and it was just the enclosure. I was so disappointed. "Where's the hard drive?" I said. And then I said, I don't know shit about computers.
Get one of those things from Wish.
It came with it?
Oh, no. He just bought a fucking enclosure? You dumbass. It's like $30. That's a great deal. It can fit up to a 4 terabyte hard drive in it.
Hold on, Scott. He's ready now to buy a 4 terabyte hard drive.
He's prepared.
Some motherboard in there, some graphic cards. He's fine. He's all set for that. Not what he wanted, but he's ready now.
He can do it. He's prepared.
Look, the drive is there. The brain isn't.
Are we talking about the emotional drive, or are we talking about the hard drive? Because you didn't get a hard drive.
You get a hard time. You didn't get a hard drive.
That was a good
joke. Oh my god, this is going to be too much fun.
The double entendre is strong with this one. It was an emotional drive and lack of a hard drive.
It's double drive, like double trouble.
Eat on his computer.
Look at this. So I'm really excited about this line that I'm forming right here.
It's like becoming an island.
Yeah, this fucker's going when that happens. I'll shave it off. It's gone.
Scott.
Can't have. Then I said to my wife, I said I could let it grow out and I could braid it up. I said, and then I could just fucking.
Please grow like a dancing thing coming out of that thing. Whip around like a unicorn tail.
I'll get an extension. I'll get extensions in it, and usually I'll have it. With Frank.
Shave the rest.
Frank's mic cuts out, so we can just overtalk him.
Nick Cage in the beginning of Xandalay, Scott. That's what you need to be.
We'll put a big extension, and I get it swept back over my ear, and I have to pin it at the back. And shit's getting real when I'd hook it and start swinging it around. Fucking.
See, Frank, there's a mistake being made earlier, whereas you told me to get on here and calm Scott down, and now we have like a thing going, so you're not gonna get a chance to talk.
I mean, it's not like my mixer was gonna let me anyway.
No,
that's a true story.
Negative 43 points or whatever you gave yourself.
But don't worry, it was the same brand, so it should work fine next time.
It's the same Chinese brand.
So anyway, after I got that enclosure and I realized how fucking stupid I was, that's when I went out and I bought the Alienware.
You return it?
So wait. He went out and bought an enclosure, realized he didn't have a hard drive in there, so went, man, that was stupid. So then he went out and he bought a very, very, very overpriced computer.
It's not overpriced if it works great.
They are overpriced because it's made of the same parts that a person that knows almost nothing about computers could punch into the same box. But trust me, I built my friend a computer. It was thousands of dollars cheaper, and it's made of like glass and has lights that change colors, and it works perfectly. It's great.
Smoke out of it.
You said a person that almost knows nothing about what they're doing can make it.
That's right.
You probably have yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. You can literally go down. I have a place in the city here. You can go down and they will build you a computer, and they will still do it for thousands of dollars cheaper than Alienware will do it. And they will build you the same computer.
Listen, bruh.
And they're like a big place. You just go in and say, I need a computer. I want it to run this. And they go, oh, hey, here you go. And they might even just say, here's one we already pre-built for you. That's the price tag. Like, because they just have them on the shelf. Like, and they're thousands of dollars cheaper than an Alienware. Alienware is a Dell, by the way.
So?
Fuck Dell.
I got a Dell, bruh.
Hey, dude, I got a Dell. I remember those ads. Those are good ads.
Listen, I have a 24-inch curved 4K monitor. I have dual, not one but two, graphic cards going. AMD. I wish it was an NVIDIA, but whatever. I could put NVIDIA in it if I wanted to.
Frank, having two graphics cards means nothing. There's graphics cards out there that one will destroy three of them. Like, it just, without knowing specs and everything, yeah. And you got to remember, you get a generation. Once your graphics card gets a generation old, you can pretty much replace it with one of the next generation to replace two of the previous.
Oh, no.
Like, it's...
I do want the brand new NVIDIA, and I want to get the new Intel put in here.
I'm just saying, you would have enough money left over to do that.
Saying is I paid this off, it's mine, so now I can spend money to upgrade it. And now I have a great base to upgrade. You see what I mean?
No, I know. What it was is, okay, so I'll be honest with you. I'm a bit of a technology geek, and years ago I decided I didn't feel like buying computers from other people anymore. I wanted to build my own. So I just started reading Maximum PC, asking questions on forums. This is when I was younger, and I started building my own computers, overclocked them, all that stuff. But now I mean, if you're not overclocking, honestly, putting a computer together is like assembling your guitars, Frank. It's literally like you get a case, you buy a motherboard. The motherboard goes inside the case. You screw it down, and then you buy a bunch of parts that are compatible. You just cross-reference some numbers, and then you go,
It's not that
and then
simple.
it is quite that simple. As long as you make sure that the biggest problem you'll have is if you buy shitty, cheap RAM. If you buy name brand Corsair RAM, you can pretty much plug the parts into a computer and then just put a disk in and install the operating system. It is that fucking easy. That's all it usually is. Now, I had some problems with this build because I switched to an M2 style drive. You don't need to do that. So like if you just use a regular hard drive or an SSD or something, literally if they're brand new parts with no data on them, you literally would just plug all the parts in and turn it on and it would probably work the first time you fired it up.
That's what I thought about the mixer. That was my thinking about the mixer.
Yeah, but you don't do it the day you're planning on streaming. That's the you do it the day before because you got drivers to install.
Like at least an hour for it.
Anyways, this is the Beat Up Frank hour now. We've decided to change the name. It's not
I
way
would have, but I was busy dealing with the most anal retentive bitch I've worked. Never mind.
Oh, good. I posted this on my YouTube channel community thing, and I'm surprised. You fail! What do you mean fail?
Fails.
What are you talking about?
I was just singing how much I fail.
Oh, well, you know, we love you, Frank.
Sucks. My mixer sucks. I suck.
No.
Hold on. Your mixer doesn't suck.
It's just Chinese. No, wait, what brand is it?
Not ready.
Yeah, I know. I haven't dialed it in yet.
You haven't Mandarin it out yet. That's all.
Mandarined it out?
Go learn some Mandarin, you'll be fine.
No.
It's
translated into English. Thank you.
I mandarined it out. I didn't.
Is it like on a T-shirt that you can get in like a Tokyo subway? Is it like all fucked up, like bad English?
English? Okay, so no. Okay, so I have to tell you this. You brought the
instruction manual.
You have to.
The whole 1 page folded in half booklet.
Oh God.
No. Before we move on, the accent thing. Okay, so when I was at work, the one time we would get these. We get these things were made in Japan, right? They're Mitsubishi. They're made in Japan, and from one factory you'd get these parts. They had the same tag on them, but I guess there was a misprint on one set of tags. So from one factory it would say when brazing, remove what was it? It was like wrap with a rag, to like make it so it's not hot, right? Like you got a wet rag on there and everything. But then it was like the ones that would come from a different factory would have when blazing. So it was like a Japanese person trying to say brazing. When blazing. And there was a couple other mistakes in there that made it sound like if you read it you could. Anyways, it was fairly stereotypical or stereotyping. Either way, it was bad. I kept it though. I folded up, stuffed it in my lapel. I'm like, that's funny. Should have put it on Reddit. Probably would have won. What was that, Frank? I don't know why your mixer cuts out.
I said it's funny. It is funny.
He's whispering under his breath.
I'm not whispering.
He's got the narcolepsy hitting him hard tonight.
No.
When you bought your mixer, did you have to pay 3% more on your credit card? Because of foreign transaction fees? Just curious.
Foreign transaction fees? Are you talking about your Trump tariffs? Are you talking about or?
No, I'm just curious. Straight up foreign transaction fees, credit card, because he bought it straight from fucking China.
Is that where that thing came from?
Yeah.
Oh, you're never getting rid of that hiss. It's for sure. There's a fucking quarter that's been welded in there to fucking put something together.
You know why? It's a communist
society.
Mixer. That's why you can't get rid of that shit. They put it in our.
I'm in talks with somebody. A town over. Who's
the person who told this to me.
Chinese guy a town over. I'm getting him to fix it and translate for me.
He's gonna take the coin out. He's gonna replace it with an American coin. Better metals,
There's no lead poisoning involved here. Yes. Yes.
Say some really good brands of mixers.
Really good brands of mixers.
Say 4 good brands of mixers that are not
mixers. He told me to say it, right?
not
yeah.
literally. Yeah, not literally
Sorry.
jerk off.
Sorry.
I don't know why there's a little bit of a delay on the feed to the video, but anyways,
there always has been. There always has been, Scott.
a little weird.
When we're ready, I'm buying that package that I showed you guys earlier. Whatever it's called.
I mean, if it handles, can it do NDI and stuff for sending video and everything? I guess there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll figure it out.
I'll send you the link. I'll figure it out. I'll pay for it if that's what it takes. I don't care.
I'm pretty broke right now, so if you've got the money to pay for something, you can do it.
What do we need to get? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That thing I sent you from that we did last night. That same video software. It wasn't Skype. Skype's awful, guys. It really is. It really is.
I agree.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well,
I sent it to you. I sent it to you. It's share something.
What on email? What on email?
No, in text.
You did?
We're gonna go through our text here on the live stream.
Well, no, because you sent me. No, because I was too busy looking at all the insane posters you were sending me. That text must have skipped through.
We did something similar to this, but they had it way more laid out and formatted for YouTube. You could even share the comments from YouTube over there, and we could read it. We could show your images. It's like $20 a month. It's like $20 a month. You know, if this shit goes right.
I'll pay $20 a month for things to be synced up, nice and
smooth as shit. I invited that guy that I did that show last night. He's asleep. He's in Chicago though.
Oh,
Florida.
I'm broke as fuck. It must be nice to have a real job, you two. I'm just kidding. I don't know. What do you do, Phoenix? Aren't you just a comedian?
Hold on. I don't mean
just a comedian, like dismissively.
There was a bit of smarm in there. Scott.
It's smarmy. I mean, I don't know how much a comedian make. I think they're mostly broke.
Your words hurt, Scott.
Comedians don't make dick. Until they really make bank. Like it's either you make bank or you don't. I mean, comedians are always working towards making that bank, but you can't make that bank unless you try to make that bank. Right, Phoenix?
Speaking of bank, that's where I work. And yeah, Ian too. I'm doing fine. I don't know why am I just defending myself right now? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know, because I don't think I attacked you.
Because Smarmy Mick fucking snowman over there threw a smarm sickle at your head. Your pride.
And you were $20 a month. Is that what it was? I'm pretty high up bank.
Well, I was giving you a compliment. I was saying, "Hey, Ritzy man."
No, he said, "Aren't you just a comedian?"
Yo, Scott, this man has an idea for a TV show. I think he's still doing it. He goes out and spends 30 grand on TV and video equipment. It's insane. This shit is
right now. Still gotta buy the cameras though. Those are fucking pricey.
Yeah, but his mixer is insane. Why don't you pan on down to that beautiful thing?
Well, hey, listen, if you want to get me involved in anything that's going to make people famous, I'm ready.
I got a part in it, but it's a voice part. Of course, because
I'll take a voice
face and then go, oh.
Exactly.
There's a role for a partly balding middle-aged man, I think.
This is voice of a good personality. Sounds like it.
You know, Scott. If seagulls start shitting on that part of your head, I can plant a flag and call it a country.
Hold on.
No. The rules are that you have to have enough land to be able to live there permanently without supplies from the mainland.
That's not the law. The law is if there's guano on it, you can claim it. Period.
You can claim it, but you can't make it. You can't claim it as a new country.
All right, well, put a flag on it, and I'm going to claim it. If there's seagulls that start continually shitting on that patch of island on your head, I'm putting a flag on it.
But yeah, you can't. I don't believe it's like you can't claim it as. There's a rule like you can't start like your own nation on it because you can't. The idea is that you can't survive without another nation supplying you, so that you're not allowed to be a nation.
Bullshit.
Well,
No, like no. Like you have to have. Like, listen, if you had enough land to grow a garden that you could support your 10 people or whatever, your 2 people, your 3 people, technically that would meet requirements. But like, apparently a rock in like the sea does not count as a you claim it and they use it as a stage, but it's actually a disputable territorial claim because under certain rules, depending on which rules you follow, whether it be UN or like maritime law, they're disputable depending on because they have a different definition or something.
What's Brink doing here? Actively in his iPad. What's he doing?
He's trying to
maritimelaw.com.
Well, yeah, but there's 2 sets of law, bitch, so you gotta find the other.
Are you looking for the maritime law?
Apparently, listen, if you ask the Russians, they own Crimea, so.
Yeah.
My point being is...
Don't fly for it.
My point being is it's an insane law that I just brought up, and Scott knows a little something about it because he's not stupid.
It's a stupid argument.
Maybe I'm just really good at acting. Anyways, keep going.
No. I'm just trying to find the video that I saw it on where explains it in more better detail than I could explain it from memory.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, the guano thing, but I also know that there's a breakdown between 2 different laws. One says that you can own it, and the other one says that you can't like have it as a primary, like as its own nation or something like that if you cannot support the population on it. So even if the population was 1 person, you have to be able to support. Sorry?
There doesn't need to be a population on it.
Yeah, but there does to make it its own country. Think about that. You need to have people living there to make it its own country.
Talking about your head.
Network gravitational.
I
found it. Over here.
For 20% off over at brilliant.org/HAI.
Hey, we're advertising for Brilliant. Fuck you, Brilliant. You haven't paid us for this shit.
Yeah, done.
I'm waiting for Brilliant to not be playing. They can pay us.
Son. It's over.
Pay us for the 3 views.
Never used it?
I haven't.
Neither have I.
Hey, let's get into the rules so you can find out what I already know and that I'm telling you there's a technicality.
Really binds these islands together is that they're all part of the U.S. because of this bird poop. In the 1700s, everyone was farmers. At the time, the world population was starting to increase faster and faster, but the share of people working in farming was staying roughly the same. All around the world, the soil was losing its nutrients from centuries of farming, so growing was becoming less efficient. That was all until a guy named Alexander von Humboldt went to Peru and discovered guano. And by discovered, we mean he saw natives doing something and decided he invented it. Now, sidebar. Guano equals bird poop. According to the beginning of every bad valediction speech in history, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary defined guano as a fertilizer containing the accumulated excrements of seabirds or bats. This
on top of Scott's head.
Hey, by the way, hey, well, you got it off. Frank, we're gonna have to talk about your hardcore obsession with playing copyrighted stuff.
Right.
Fair use.
No, it's not fucking. No, it's not fair. It's not fair use for us to listen to like a 1.5 minute section of something as.
Do you mind if I take over for a moment?
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you take over.
No, you're exactly right. This is why, Frank, whenever we do Twilight Zone, you play a 4-minute clip from an episode, I go, okay, we're done.
Yeah, you can't, Frank,
like, that long.
Like, what you'll see, like, when I play Nathan Thompson videos even, I'll play him for, like 25 seconds or something, or I'll skip forward, and then he'll say something and I'll stop the video and I'll comment on it for 30-40 seconds, a minute. I'll chat with the stream and then I'll play more of it and then I'll stop it and I'll comment. You cannot play 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of something. You will be getting all of our streams claimed. We will never make $1 off YouTube, and then eventually we'll be shut down because they'll just kill you.
Could I please just say something?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay. I'm a YouTuber venturing into this I don't know what that was. Venturing into this realm. Yeah,
you'll learn. Don't worry. We're not gonna eat your asshole apart for it. But that's but you're gonna
You can bring the scolding. You can bring the scolding level a bit down and the teaching level a bit up.
Okay, fair enough. But okay, so long clips like that are even in audio are going to be because now don't get me wrong, you might get away with playing the audio because she's not very good at like, okay, when I say she, it's like the AI, the YouTube AI is not very good at hearing because dialects and interference and stuff like that, she's not the best at hearing. Music she's really fucking good at, but that's because that's a whole money thing it needs to be. But when it comes to talking and video, like that kind of stuff, she's not very good at hearing. So you might get away with it or you might not. But when it comes to like playing video especially, I mean, you play like I think I played like a minute of Joe Rogan and that was instantly claimed. But if I'd played 20 something seconds of him or even like 15 seconds of him in my window here or something like that, they would have had a hell of a time claiming that because first of all, it's through the window. They also would have a hell of a time detecting it because it's blown apart by this window having all the lines across it and not being fully formatted, and it's shrunk down and squished, and then the audio's not perfect because of my interference and talking. So it makes it so you can use fair use properly better because you kind of hide. But if you make it really easy for them, they just claim it. Try fighting them. You see, you'd send it back at them, they'll just auto claim back. You'll get a strike.
Well, I figured, this is a learning experience for me. It's our first,
it's all good.
It's our first foray, so to speak.
I sent off my first dispute the other day, so we'll see how that goes. I disputed an AdRev copyright claim against music. So far they haven't struck me or tried to strike me yet. So I have a suspicion it's just going to expire, and they're just going to let me not have, and then they'll just let it die because they know I'm right. It's a copyright. It's a copyright troll. They claim ownership of a song they don't own. I know who. Like, I don't know the person, but like I've got permission for the song from the original creator. Even they say that's the creator of the song. The creator's like, it's fucking free, motherfucker. Always has been. Like, so.
And well, then again, the people you go after do kind of have a grudge against.
Yeah, but if you no, but this is different. This is an auto claim, and it's just detected out of the ether, and and they're claiming the $5 or the $2 or $1 they can get off of thousands of videos. But what's funny is that I've heard when I was looking, if you had 5 subscribers or 3 subscribers or 1 or 2 or 10 or 20, apparently they strike you back. They just send it back at you, and you get a strike because they just say no, this is our thing, and it'd be up for you to dispute that again and start like basically a legal procedure essentially at that point, which a lot of people are afraid to do, right? But what was interesting is, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're just getting around to it because of holidays or something, but I'm 3,400 subscribers, which is getting larger in the realm of YouTube channels, and they haven't struck me back. So it makes me wonder if they're slightly afraid of doing that because it'll make their house of cards crumble. You know what I mean?
That's why you have YouTube behind you as well.
Well, because that's the thing, because all of a sudden I would throw it back at them and say, no, this is bullshit. This is owned by somebody. You're going to need to sue me then because, good luck with that one. And then they wouldn't because they would lose. And then, or they would serve me with papers, literally say cease and desist, which I doubt they'd ever do because that would be opening themselves up for straight up countersuit. They have no idea who the person they're dealing with is. I mean, can you imagine if you drag them? Because the other thing is I would drag them into court fucking here. Actually, no, they're like Plus Scam Records, so it'd be like, who knows? I think it's German. So they and me would have to.
Name?
Well, what it is they just claim ownership of the fucking person's song. It's such a problem that on the person's video for their song, it says like, copy and paste this when you send the thing to them because somebody's been claiming the song. Like, they know that somebody's been claiming it, but how do you stop that? The way it works is they submit their song to AdRev, and AdRev enforces it on behalf of their client who claims the ownership of the song. So it's just a big corporate entity that you're trying to put a wrench in the cogs of, and it just crushes the wrench, right? So But the thing is, what I'm wondering is, like, AdRev got the thing, and I included all the information showing where it came from, my copyright information, the link to the owner, and I'm wondering if AdRev got that, and maybe a human being actually looked at it and went, oh, this is actually legitimate information showing they don't own this, and maybe that's why it's just going to time out, maybe. Because it's been, I put the counter back on them, like, the better part of a month ago. And well, probably 15 days, at least a half a month ago. So I mean, it's got to be halfway through. It's you'd think if they were going to reject it, they would have just tossed it in my face again.
I think you have 31 days.
Yeah, they have a month. They have a full proper like maximum
I think
month.
It's 31 days, and then for them to contest whatever you put back to them. And
they basically say it's basically on them to say, yes, this is our copyright and we are enforcing it, and then it shows up as a strike on my channel. But if they fucking strike my channel, I will be countering them again, because that's when it becomes legal. Because what happens is I go to counter them back, and what I'm doing at that point is saying, no, fuck you, sue me then. And they counts as a if you dispute it once, it's nothing, and they say that is ours. And if you dispute it after that, then you can go for a strike. No, I think they can. No, I think this bounces to a strike back if they dispute it to me, because I just filed a dispute and they go, no, it's mine. So it'll bounce to a strike to me. But then if I counter it and then YouTube finds that I'm correct, it will bounce to them as a strike, and then they'll actually get a strike.
If they say that's ours and you go, no, fair use, blah blah blah. That's nothing. That doesn't count against you. But if they dispute it again, and then you dispute one more time, that second time.
But this isn't even fair use. This isn't even fair use. This is Creative Commons. I literally own the license essentially, because it's Creative Commons free use license. So that's
once.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So if they bounced at me, I would literally send it back at them, because I would say, then sue me, because I've done my research, and what it is I think that they had a mix track. There was like a mix CD that somehow that like this song was in another CD with other songs, and somehow they're using that to claim that they own this song. But meanwhile, I'm sure it's probably just a bunch of stolen other tracks too. They probably didn't even ask permission to have them on this disc. It's probably like a digital disc. It's all in Chinese.
Well, it could be something that they even license themselves to use momentarily on a disc or a track, or some sort of like backing on some sort of video they had.
But he could still license that.
The Matrix things like.
Well, yeah, and he could still license that to somebody.
Wavelengths is going to catch it, but even though they don't own it.
But and that's the other thing too. It might just be similar in a spot to the song, and that's why it's trickling in. Because I get one, and then a few months later I'll get another, and it's on my older streams where I'm using a different song. Because the second I got a tag on one of those videos on that song, even though it was fair use or it was a Creative Commons, like I technically have the license, I immediately changed that platypus intro song that I have for like, it's just like a stream starting soon intro thing. Because I knew, and then sure enough, a couple months later, bang, I get hit with another one. Now, luckily, it's just the beginning part, so I've just opted to mute the music, and it's an older stream, so it's not a big deal right now. But
I had a weird one where it wasn't even disputed in YouTube. Instead, I got I think you might remember this, email from the lawyer for Omega Entertainment saying you have to stop using our video in your video, otherwise we're suing you, as soon as possible. So what I did was I went in there and re-edited the entire video, and instead, every time they show their video, I show the copyright logo. And every time I mentioned their video, I would censor it out and say copyright infringement, and I just did that. And I released the whole video like that.
It was insane sounding.
Was it funny? Was that the point? Was it funny? Was that the point?
It was a big middle finger to them, because fuck them. They're like a directive VHS company, not even DVD. They're that old. Like those B movies you watched in the 80s was Omega Entertainment. They had like the schlockiest schlock that ever schlocked, and then they come out with this shit with a lawyer threatening me through an email at 3 a.m. I woke up hungover. I'm like, what the fuck? A lawyer? What?
I wonder if he was a real lawyer. How can a direct-to-VHS company afford a lawyer?
Well, they just rebranded themselves to like a VOD company, which is... Omega was gone for like 15 years, if you follow B-movie companies, because they were like the old 80s B-movie company. Do you remember Omega Entertainment?
I remember the Omega symbol or something, don't I? I think I do.
It would be like, zzz, oh, it would show up out of the stars, and then it would say Omega.
You know the one I'm thinking about? I'm thinking of Orion. That's funny. The stars would form.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Orion's up here, Omega's down here.
I'm thinking about those cardboard, order of, CD and videos with little boxes you can
They're
send.
not far off.
And then nobody ever paid that shit back.
Yeah, it's not far. It's from the era of like BMG Music and Columbia House Records.
That's what it was, BMG. Yeah, yeah. That's where I got the first Korn album from. That's where I found
The
Korn.
new Sheryl Crow album, great. Send that shit right back to you. Have fun with that, guys.
I
Big Shiny Tunes. What was that? Big Shiny Tunes 3.
That's those guys that made your mixer to listen to before they blow their brains out and jump out with a safety net.
Yes, let's talk more about Chinese electronics. I think it's great.
Yeah, you guys talk. I'm gonna go get that instruction manual. You got to see this.
Oh, I can't wait. How much do you think is in English? You said a fold out like half of a page.
So I remember buying a light, and it was like, it came from like, some part of China, right? And then I bought another light from another company when I wasn't happy with that one. And it came in like, okay, so get this. It's like very similar, right? But a different light from different company. Comes in like basically the same fucking box, but like a slightly different picture. But like, I mean, not close enough that I'm like, wow, that's an awfully similar box. And then you open it up and I'm like, geez, that's packed identically to the other one. And then you like pull it out and you're like, even the manual, fuck, they come from the same goddamn industrial block, for Christ's sake. Like, It's like they have an office in that building and an office in this building, and like you buy it from this one or you buy it from that one, or it's like like
I picture out the window like, suckers, so much more markup.
And it's like, yeah, like one was like, all it is like they sell you one, it fails, and you're like, piece of shit. They like fucking etch a different fucking logo into the side of it and sell you the next one. Like, here you go. Like fucking, they just like print another 1,000 manuals, but this time with the address saying 52. Like, like fucking Jesus. That's it. It's just like they just pile it in there. Hey, here comes Frank. Frank, where in China was that made? Tell us.
No headset yet. Hold on.
If it was made in Hong Kong, then you might have something. If it was made in mainland China, then I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh, good luck.
It's made in Shenzhen. I'm okay.
Shenzhen is actually, well, that's the high-tech part of China.
It's pronounced Shenzhen.
Shenzhen. Well, that's actually not how they pronounce it.
Shenzhen. I just watched a documentary on it.
Well, but white people pronounce things like shit all the time. That doesn't mean anything.
Chinese guy saying it.
Well, maybe he has a speech impediment. You don't know Chinese.
Up there. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm having fun with that. Sorry.
My second one is gone.
I don't have any alcohol. I'm just surrounded with lots of cannabis. I'm Canadian after all.
Yeah, how much they get wrong here. Okay.
I'm like required. Stop sucking your bottle in front of us. That was terrifying.
Why?
You're right beside me. It's scary. I'm not
Bring
confident.
up the viewers.
I'm not confident with my
Our
sexuality.
one viewer,
Come
Greg,
on.
is enjoying it.
My one extra viewer. Come on, who is it? Show yourself,
Greg.
fifth viewer.
I told you. It's
No,
Greg.
Greg. There's 5. There's only 3 of us plus 1 more. So, and I'm not watching the stream.
Oh, there's 5 now. Okay. Greg
I
is the one that's
tweeted
talking in the comments I've been talking to for this entire time.
Show yourself, stalker. I'm just kidding. You're not supposed to call people out, and I don't believe in doing that either.
If Greg
watching
is
the
on,
sidelines.
what's the Skype? Go ahead and call me, man. I'll throw you on the show. We've had him on the show before, right, Frank?
Yeah. We've had him on a bunch of times. Greg, if you want to on Skype, come on.
Twilight Zone with us.
12:45. Yeah, we'll probably go for about a half hour anyways.
He did way on Epic Radio, I think, a few times.
Have we ever had this is a good chance to pitch the show, Frank. Have we ever had a actual guest on Twilight Zone?
You guys pitch on the back.
Twilight Zone review?
Yeah,
Scott.
me.
No. Oh, he
not a
was.
guest. I was there, yeah.
No. You got to, Scott, it's nothing against you. It's against 2019 Twilight Zone. I completely forgot that shit existed.
He's blocked it
Someone
out. It's
said,
okay.
Why did it take us 14 months to do season 4 of Twilight Zone? I'm like, oh yeah, we did the entire 2019 season during that show.
That's funny. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're right, though. Scott was on there.
Yeah, yeah. But other than Scott, we have never had a guest, although Tom Elliott has let us use some of his material when we were step by step with him, but we have surpassed him. Maybe Fred and John will let us use their stuff.
We surpassed him? In what format? Did you change your shirt?
Yeah, I did. I didn't like the way the neck was looking on that. It felt frumpy.
In an hour and a half, I've seen you change your pants and your shirt.
Did he have his donut underwear on?
Those are fantastic. Are you kidding? I'm never giving up Sprinkle Town. Sprinkle time with those babies.
Those donuts. You kept showing us the different donuts. They're different, though.
I forgot about that. That was a while ago.
That was the last time I talked to you.
So anyway, this is the booklet. That's the front page.
It's a picture and then like 2 paragraphs. Okay.
Okay.
It says "Help, I'm a slave" on the back.
Futurist. Oh God.
That's in North Korean. Just kidding.
Yeah, Mega. Frank, you hear me? That Mega's in here.
Is he?
Ah, motherfucker.
Yo, what's up, D?
Mega.
Oh no.
Whoa, what's up? He's the 5th viewer. He's the one that's been hiding.
He's doing the '90s Bud Light commercial thing. Great.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What is up, man?
Red Dragons Radio in the house.
Hey, Phoenix.
LIW Twilight Zone review show.
Can Phoenix, can you stop? Wait, hold on. Maybe the people can tell us up there. Hey, DX and Lone Wolf, who's Greg, I guess. You guys can hear Frank, right?
Greg and Don, can you hear Frank? 20 seconds and we'll get a response.
Well, if you stop talking, here, Frank, say something.
Something.
Yeah, you're good. They can hear. No, that's fine. I've got two Skype feeds and I've muted one of them, so that's fine. So you shouldn't echo that way. You're good. You're both coming in then.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm hearing everything just fine. That's what we should be hearing through here.
Well, everything. If you're talking about what I'm getting, or what on where, because my OBS is feeding differently. I mean, I'm running.
I got the YouTube thing on the side.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah, if you're checking from there. No,
yeah.
Frank knows that OBS is like I've got a lot of banana. I've got a lot of levers here. I've got a virtual mixer.
Yep.
Yeah, running the virtual mixie. What?
He's got a virtual mixer that works, and I have 2 analog mixers. Well, whatever. Physical mixers 3 actually. I have 3 mixers that do not work. Well, this one sort of does. The other 2.
Flea market for mixers.
Well, the other one.
I could see myself getting real mixers eventually, but
the other one will work once I figure it out. The other one, though, the first one I ever got, that's a lost cause. Phoenix and
can you send me an office space smash that thing? Because I fucking hate that first one you had.
When I come to Phoenix, I plan on bringing it with us.
Please.
So you, me,
and these suicide nets you help build outside of some sort of like Chinese factory. You're saving so many Chinese lives, Frank. You're like the UNICEF of the Chinese world.
When I come to Phoenix in a few weeks or in like a month and a half, I'm bringing it with me. You, me, and Don are going out into the desert, and we are office space smashing that thing to bits.
Well, it's like to be a gangster. Smash that thing, man.
That's right. And then that's when we start planning how to steal pennies on the dollar from someone and then get a stapler.
Stapler?
So apparently
I've got a swing line right here. Look at
number 12 is a knob.
Number 12 looks just like you.
Ha! Burn! Sorry.
Twilight Zone reference. We haven't gotten there yet.
No.
I made the poster for it yesterday. It's great. We're on some nude mannequins. By the way.
I don't have enough coffee in my veins.
So Phoenix needed some headshots from me while I was at work the other night.
You needed some head from me? What was that? Sorry? Oh, I see.
Yeah, Phoenix needed headshots from me. I had a hat on. I've been working all day.
So you sent him pictures of your face, and he was like, "Not that head."
Yeah, I said receiving headshots, Frank.
You were supposed to send him your other head.
I'm Tucky Tina in one of them.
He just wants the tip, Frank.
That's hysterical, dude. I showed Missy, and she's like...
I got lost in my own thought process. What did you show Missy?
Frank,
Phoenix, you need to like show something, or you need to show at least one or two.
I don't know if I can get on here.
I mean, if you want, I'll put my phone up to see if
you can. You screen share.
Do you mind, Phoenix?
No, let me pull them up real quick. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
All right.
First of all, while I'm getting ready, Greg wants to know when you're doing NASCAR again.
I am not a NASCAR fan, okay? Don't curse at me.
He seems very, and he really wants to do some NASCAR, Frank. Can you please do NASCAR?
Because he knows the N-word is not to be spoken around me.
I hear a bong. He went dark.
Yeah.
This Florida bong.
Everything blacked himself out, so we don't know what he's doing.
Who's doing it? Me, who's not smoking, and Frank, who's not smoking. Because he's not allowed to on podcasts or videos anymore.
Hey, I did what most people do for their New Year's resolution. I broke it, okay?
Yeah, but your resolution was stupid to begin with. And I'm so glad you broke it. Thank you so much. I hated that resolution.
But
Greg heard it. Greg heard that resolution.
As long as you're not an idiot after you get high. I mean, it's the same as getting epically drunk, isn't it?
Well, let's just say, here I am on my second large gallon of wine, and I'm fine. I'm communicating, I'm following a conversation. Frank smoked once, and I went, oh, you're not answering the questions I asked at all.
Yeah, I listened to that. I listened back to that, and I went, wow, I need to stop smoking weed.
It didn't help we're talking about time travel, and also like 2 lines of time travel.
But for the record, I have THC pumping in my veins as a Canadian, just drip feeding in there. So you probably could have had that conversation with me while I was epically filled with that stuff.
Here's the thing. Scott's been doing it for a while, right? I went from not doing it for almost a year to balls to the wall in an earth bong, because my New Year's resolution was to start smoking weed again. Because that's normal. And, so
especially in a country where it's fucking Schedule 1 narcotic.
Exactly. Well, I gave it up.
But then they go here.
So I broke my New Year's resolution. Is it still echoing there, Don?
Am I screen sharing yet?
Oh, is there an echo?
No, but Don said that we were echoing. Don, you jumped in here or what, buddy?
Yeah, if anyone wants to jump on camera, go right ahead.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
say
Don,
something.
If you want to jump in, dude, I'll send you an invite or something, buddy.
Okay, you know what? I hold on. I think. Okay, hold on. Frank, you say something.
Something.
Okay, yeah, Phoenix, you say something. Stop, Frank. Phoenix. Phoenix, you. Okay, do one more time.
Something.
Okay, fucking Frank, stop it. Shut the fuck up, Frank. It's Phoenix's turn. Phoenix, one more time.
Something.
There, okay, good. I isolated that goddamn echo. Okay, so apparently I need to turn off both the Skype audio things. So anyways, I'm sorry. This is why we do this, because I'm not normally pulling in 2 Skype feeds. And to be honest with you, what I'm going to try to do for the future is obviously going to build us our own set so you guys aren't sitting in your obscured TVs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my own OBS set up so that it's different. Because this is my Brainy Beaver setup, and of course I'm loading way off topic radio onto it. But I have a family, which I know that Frank has been trying to turkey baste his wife into having one of his own. So so Frank, I mean this with love. Frank has no fucking clue how busy I am. What just happened?
Screen sharing.
Did you just? Oh, you shared your screen. The fuck is that?
All last night he was doing this and he sent me over 100 pics of different photoshopped images of my face and his face of different images of the Twilight Zone.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
It's not on the screen here for the people, but that's fucking trippy.
In a second.
Frank, you get to see this all for the first time.
Not that one, but I love that one. That one's my profile pic.
No, it won't be up on here because it's not displaying up there.
I mean,
no, it's not. It's not displaying on.
No, I know.
It's not displaying on.
I probably have to bring it in as its own.
Don and Greg can't see
Jesus.
it.
I mean, they'll see it soon enough. First, Greg's going to see it every single episode, and Don's going to see it every episode because it's on the show. It's on his website.
Yeah, but
no more Walmart noises by Greg. What?
I don't know what that means. But I'm not surprised. That's hysterical right there.
Okay, now that they can see it, let's go to the beginning.
They can't see it from Phoenix.
No, not yet. No, now they can send. If it's on Scott's screen here, they can see it.
They can't. I'm looking at the
20-second delay, Frank.
Yeah, it's a delay, Frank. Frank, shut up. It's coming. I love you, Frank, but it's coming.
They'll see it. You're the one that told me about the delay. You know this.
I know, but I'm looking. I'm sorry.
Delayed.
I will wait 20 more seconds.
But 10 more left now. Oh,
5, 4, 3.
That was that echo back again there.
1.
I fixed it. Every time I bring in a new NDI source, I fucking bring in another audio source too. I have to kill. So I apologize for everybody that got an echo there again.
So Greg and Don said they can see it now. Okay, here we go. So here's 501 Twilight Zone. This is all of my computers. This is weird. Here's 502.
This 501, 502.
I'll give it a pause here. So I'm doing all 156 episodes of the Twilight Zone with our pictures on it, and it's going to be ridiculous. It's a huge project, but I'm a season done. So I figure, 36 out of 156. I got 120 left. No big deal.
Yes, I'm the gremlin. I am
best one. This is probably the best one. So subtle.
Gremlin. I'm so happy I'm the gremlin, dude.
All right.
There's something on the wing.
I'm only going slow right now because it has the catch up over here in the feed.
And somehow the cigarette stays lit.
504. They're not going that fast up there in the wing, Frank. But you are. I'm the lady for once. All right, 505. There we go. I'm the reflection. Last night the jockey.
Dude, your face is fucking hysterical in the reflection. They're finally getting to see the gremlin. I'm so happy.
506 is what you mentioned. You're talking Tina. I'm the little girl.
I'm Tiny Tina.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting close to look at that.
I was going to make it little girl, but I thought it'd be funnier if the little doll smoking, so I gave it to that one.
No, that's
Dude,
awesome.
You look hysterical with bangs, by the way, Phoenix.
This one might have taken me the longest. I had to format the bangs into the cheek, which takes longer than you think. I don't want to spend any amount of time on these, so I tried to do them quick, but this is when I had to go and do the hair right.
Dude, I just want to say I'm adorable.
You are. I could pick you up and smoke with you all day, Frank. Here we go. My name's Talking Frankie. I'm going to smoke with you. All right, here we go.
My name's Talking Frankie. Do you have an appetite?
Don Mecca likes them, so let's move on to 507.
Dude, no, go back. Dude, can you just go back for 1 second?
I'm looking at you with tits and I can't go back.
Oh, never mind.
I can't go back ever from this.
Boy, do I got great tits. I do not look good with short hair. This is why I don't
Oh my God, it's like I'm going to shit myself.
I am ugly. I am
funny thing about these posters. I don't know if you're going to recognize it right away. I hit a dildo in every single one.
What? Where?
It's right. I'll put my mouse right there. It's right here. It's really faint to see. You're gonna have to zoom in on like a HD version.
What?
It's there. Trust me.
Yeah. Dude, you don't understand. The pictures before, he hid 14 jars of Vaseline in them.
5. To be fair, it's only 5. Right. So here's 507. You want to zoom out there, Scott?
I'm getting there.
Okay, here's 508. This is Uncle Simon.
Dude, you look like what's his face from National Treasure, the fucking villain. You look like the villain from National Treasure, just in dress.
All right, so here's 508 and here's 509. They were facing a weird way, so I had to do it this way. So I made little toy versions. It looks like he's playing with toys, so I just did this instead. Do you like it, Frank?
I didn't understand it because I'd never seen that episode.
It's basically Adam and Eve, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Probe 7 over now. Okay, yes.
Right. Not a good episode. It's the episode 2 done again, but they're Adam and Eve this time. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so here's I love it's little toys though. All right, 510, the 7th Man of the Phantoms, really simple.
Yeah, dude,
terrible.
That's badass. You know, nobody wants to go to war with those two handsome chaps.
Not even me, apparently, because my face is all fucking a kinder. It's just all over the place. It's
all yes, your face is all a kinder.
I couldn't do anything with it.
I look badass though. Wow, I'm sexy as shit. God damn, I fuck.
Frank gets to be the woman in like every one of them.
Yes, a matter of fact.
Yeah, notice the pattern here, Scott.
Remember when we made you a woman, Frank? This is a pattern with everybody.
I've only been the woman because I'm honest. When I first do them, I put our faces on there and I go, okay, swap the faces. I'm like, no, Frank's face fixed the woman better every time.
I'm telling you, I mean, my face just goes well with great tits.
If you had like a pointy C cup, you're fine. Like a pointy one though.
That's all you need is a handful.
Or a really pointy B cup where it's like torpedoing in your mouth. That's all you need. Here's a point though. 512, 90 years without slumbering. We're both guys delivering something for the guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. We get the job done, right, Phoenix?
Would you trust these guys to deliver to you? I would.
No.
Oh, we probably should because they're here. I mean, they're delivering right here in front of us.
Would you tip them?
I give them some sort of tip. We're both men, I guess is the point. Scott has given up. 513. Ring-a-ding girl. You're the ring-a-ding girl because of course you are. I just hope Don and Greg are getting something out of this because Scott has given up.
Ring-a-ding.
Scott, do you like Frank with more tits?
Well, I'm trying to find that picture we made of Frank, but I don't remember what I did with it.
Let's move on to 514.
Frank and I
cop pulling me over. For apparently I drove over a child because that's how you drive goes.
It really is too. Listen, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Why?
Just suck on this thing.
There's a leg stuck in your bumper. It seems 8 years oldish.
Anyway, suck on this thing. Whenever there's a uniform, I usually give it to you because I think it's funny watching that face in a uniform. I don't know why. You'll see a pattern coming up. All right, 515, The Long Morrow, which is a sad as shit episode. I gave myself the flat-chested girl. You get the guy coming back from space.
Yay. And for some reason, I have a tattoo of my name.
So do I. The dildo, I think, is right here. For close-looking viewers, Scott, if you want to zoom in there, you'll see this one kind of has the outline of the dildo still right here.
Oh, God. People watching this, if you don't listen to the TZ review,
where are you looking?
Even if you don't listen to the TZ...
Yeah, but what do you do? You just... What do? You sunk them in the background? Like, I don't understand.
I did, like, they're very opaque. You'll see an outline right here. If you're very astute. Down here. No. There we go. Yeah, you see the outline right here?
That's ridiculous, though. That's not hidden in there. That's not...
No. You have a 1080p version, you zoom in, you'll see that shit.
I see it.
It'll be there. Trust me.
These two perverts just see dicks everywhere they go. I can see the head right here.
Scott, if it makes it any better, they'll become more obvious as we go. Here we go.
Right there. There's the head. All right. You gotta let me. You gotta let me.
16.
You gotta let me.
Why am I the nurse?
Because you're hot.
In bed.
The dildo's right here. This one you can see a little better. soon as Scott.
I'm getting there.
This one's going right here over the nurse's chest into her arm. This dildo's really good and ready to go. Let's move on. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so this is number 12. Looks just like
he's just trying to subliminal message
right here out of me. Frank left. Frank left. I purposely didn't show him this one because it amuses the hell out of me.
I look just like you, Val.
But you'll see a dildo coming right out of me here. Number 12 here. All right. This is, I showed Frank this one. Black leather jackets. The dildo's right here in my visors.
Oh my God.
Guy as well. This is 519. I'm on a phone. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Dildo's in her hand right here.
Now, are you on the phone to St. Louis?
I might be. 75 cents a call.
Might be an expensive call, son.
This is from Agnes with love.
Of course, I'm another chick with no tits.
The dildo's right above the words here. It's in the back of the clipboard.
Oh, I can see it.
Some of them are in the shelves here. You'll see.
Easy to see.
All right, this one I got both of us on horseback. You see a dildo coming out of the horse right here. That one I didn't really hide that much. It looks like a horse dick coming out.
Shadow.
I mean, that is a huge hog right there.
Damn right. An occurrence at Oak Creek Branch. Look close to here. I'm sewing a dildo into this thing. Okay. This one's one of my favorite ones.
Go to, man. Hell yeah, I'm Cleopatra.
Yeah, and there's a dildo in this book right here.
Of course there is.
I'm Rod Serling.
And of course, I'm the woman once again.
You're the woman, and I'm Rod Serling.
Of course. But hey, I'm Cleopatra who smokes.
Sorry, Scott. We're almost done.
No. I'm looking for something. That's why I seem comatose, but I'm not going to find it, so I've given up.
I know. I just say how long this is taking. We're on 24. So this is me and Frank, and what's in the box? It's a TV show inside the TV show. And I believe there's a dildo somewhere around here. It's right here on the table. You can see this right here. A lot of them I end up putting on tables, and some of them I didn't even hide because it looks so natural.
Oh my goodness!
All right, so this is 525. The mask. It's also right here on the table. I didn't really hide it. Well.
Finally, I'm giving you the mask to make you look hideous.
Hey, I'm just checking your pulse. That's all I'm doing right here.
Oh, you're the doctor. Of course you are.
All right, you get to be the doctor, and this is some bad Photoshop work because I gave up at this point. You'll see.
I can see you're
so bad.
Where's the dildo?
The dildo's right here.
Oh, God damn,
I didn't even try to hide this one.
I mean, it can't be any more obvious than that.
I made this one the most obvious because he's in prison, needs some love. I also made my name coming out of his ass and yours coming out of your crotch. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. 527, me cover my ears. This is the sound and the silences or something like that.
Right on. Yeah, moving along. Well, where's the dildo at? You see it.
There is a dildo right here next to the ship.
Where? Man, you got to make it more obvious than that. I want to see more dildo.
If you see it on like an actual good version, you'll see a dildo. Trust me.
The dildo right over here. It's still
if I make it visible here and you see it here, it's a problem. It's real visible, good quality version of the picture.
It was here. It's around. It's from doing that. It's from doing that video for Ragical.
There's another dildo on the table right here. There's another one
I look
here.
great in a suit and a hat. I gotta say.
You do.
I'm about to shoot your ass.
This one's really faint. It's coming out of your gun. It's a dildo coming out of your gun. This one I hid real well because there's not a whole lot going on here.
I can't see it actually.
Yeah, it's real faint. So let's just move on. This one, I don't remember the dildo. Oh, it's right here. This one's
I look like a crack whore.
This one needs to look at the porch over here to find the dildo.
But no, let's just focus on how much crack I'm smoking in this. That's a lot of crack.
A lot.
That is a great picture of kids Don't smoke crack.
Smoke. One of the coming up in the last ones here. This one's also on the table. Oh, I can barely even see this one. This one, I'll give you all the credit in the world. This one's real hard to see. I can't even see it now.
Is this one with George Takei? Am I George Takei?
You're George Takei, and I'm the drunk guy. I'm the racist white guy. Woo!
I'm just messing with you, you dirty little chap.
Yeah, Mr. Garrett in the graves. There's a dildo here before the bottle. Here's Frank, and there's me.
I look great in a good top hat.
You do. Almost one of the last ones here. This was one of my favorites.
Whipple.
And
you should have, dude. You should have had your face and Robbie.
No, but here's the point. Here's me watching you down here. I gave you some nice shadowing. I gave you some nice depth, and I also put a dildo here on the board.
He's going over how good he did. Right? He's like, look at all the depth I gave you. Great shadowing, dildo.
Yeah, I gave it a nice dildo graph in the back. Starting dildo sales. Oh God. This is the one I went out of my way and copied her hair and pasted it in front of your face because it looks stupid if I didn't do that.
Of course, it'd be a freaking guitar.
But the point is, there's a dildo coming out of my crotch right here. You can see this one cross the arm. See a little shadow there.
Barely.
Yeah, and second to last one is me as a cop. It's the fear. So there's a little bit of this on. There's a dildo right here on the shelf. Very inconspicuous dildo going on here. Last one though, we're children. So
oh my God! You made me scout. You made me scout. Really?
The head fit better, and I thought the bikini would make the cigarette funnier. So I just have
scout, dude.
The point is, I didn't put a dildo in this one, unless you look at the beach ball, which there is a very inconspicuous dildo on right here. No, it was right. You see that if you zoom in?
Yeah, you can see that. Fuck, I can see it from here.
The dildo, right? That one I made it a little more obvious because there's a dildo there, guys, with children. But I don't give a shit. We're not Tom Elliott.
Yeah, no, we don't hold anything back on TV.
I put a COPPA warning up. I'm just kidding.
Oh god! Anyway. Did you check it with Nambla? See if it's cool with this.
That was exactly. Good fun.
Yeah, I'll turn that off.
That's into season 5, guys. I turned my screen off. Sorry it took so long, but we had.
No, that's okay. And not to be a party pooper, but I am starting to get a little bit fatigued. We probably start wrapping up soon. Since we're about an hour and a half.
I just want to give you a.
Yeah. Good job.
I have 126 more episodes to go, so.
Yeah, 126 more of those to go. I wonder how many more pairs of tits I'm going to have. I can't believe you made me scout, dude. The worst TZ episode ever, and you made me the chick.
It was 50-50.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's either that or him, or he's got to take the bullet himself or give it to you.
I told him, I said, look, you can make me the chick all you want as long as you're scout. This was the deal that I made to him.
Was this actually a deal that happened?
It happened.
I doubt that. I don't believe you.
I have the text message.
I don't believe the parameters of this deal.
So do I. Nothing.
He never agreed to the deal. I just texted it at him.
I told people that I want lots of money, but they didn't agree to it. I was surprised when it didn't show up.
It's not like I have any Photoshop skills whatsoever.
I pay for Photoshop. Did you?
Greg, what was your favorite? And Don, what was your favorite? If you can, in about 20 seconds.
You can just say Frank with tits, and that'll cover 7 of them.
If you guys had a favorite,
please don't say the last episode, the Witch Pool was Frank with tits, because that girl was a child. You sick perverts.
Yeah, and it wasn't even her voice. It was terrible.
Scott, you're getting tired. What do you want to talk about?
I am falling apart.
Do you want to do plugs?
I want to talk about hardcore porn, Japanese porn.
Eels and tentacles and
they actually block it. They actually block out the anything with pubic hair. So I think if you're shaved, you're good to go.
Dude.
Florida vagina.
Most Japanese Chinese porn is just the chick.
Too many.
In like a mini skirt, full stockings, basically rubbing a dude's feet for 20 minutes.
Well, they're not even allowed to show genitals, so that's no fun. They might as well rub each other's feet.
Yeah, I like how they show a girl blowing 7 guys in a subway, but it's blurred out. Like, that's the immoral part.
We don't know what she's doing. No, she's eating lollipops.
Yeah, flesh lollipops.
Lollipop.
I mean,
it's called the tube. Let her suck some tubes.
I'm just saying, I find it funny how the Japanese went so to the extreme of the opposite that the Germans did after they were defeated and all.
I think some bombs fucked them up.
Well, the Germans are eating, and the Japanese are shoving.
Well, we didn't bomb one of them, so.
I think both of them got kind of fucked up a little bit. There wasn't much left of Germany either when we were done.
I was gonna say we bombed the shit out of Germany.
Fuck, we left them when we were done with them. They were wallpapering their walls with their money. Like it was fucking over.
Like rubbed our assholes in Japan's face. They're like, "That's enough asshole," and Germany's like, "More asshole in our porn."
So Germany stopped. Germany. Well, in America's defense, Germany had already surrendered because they'd been pummeled into the dirt, and Japan just kind of kept going. And my understanding of history is they gave them a warning and said, "We have a present for you, and we just don't want to tell you much about it, but suffice to say, you're not going to like it." And they were like, "Yeah, come at us, bro." And they were like, "All right." And I think even after they dropped the first one, Japan was still resistant. They were still like, "Oh no, we're not ready to come to the table." And it was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna make this really easy for you. We're just gonna drop another one of these, and we're gonna make you come to." I think it was like after the second one, it was like, "Okay, we need to talk."
And Scott, Japan thought Russia had one that was about to drop because Russia told them that.
Well, and was Russia attacking Japan at that point too?
Oh yeah, Russia was firebombing Japan at the time as well.
I didn't know that much about that, but let's face it, Russia wanted it all come to an end at that point as well. It's funny; it's the only time they've been on the same side as us in some way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the winners get to write the history books. I mean, I've been learning a lot about.
And then later they get to take Crimea back.
Other side
either way.
And good God, if the Holocaust never happened,
I go too far into this, Frank.
Don't say that word. Bad word. That's demonetized word right there.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things you can literally, Frank, you'll literally watch Fight the Flat Earth. Watch if one of his people talking to him says 9/11, they will shut him fucking up that instant. If he continues to try to talk about him, they will literally boot him from the stream without warning, because that will get your channel deleted on YouTube.
YouTube's stupid.
Holographic conversation.
Good luck.
And and the 911 operator thing. Yeah. They don't like those two subjects at all.
That one made-up operator that the government put in charge.
They don't like those subjects. No, but listen. No. But because it's all attached to conspiracy. All nowadays, YouTube's just the AI just hears 9/11 and it goes, "Oh, this is going to be." They don't even want it on their platform.
Probably because there's so many conspiracy theorists on YouTube.
That's what it is. But that's what it is. They don't even want it on their platform. So Space Shuttle. Space Shuttle. That's another one that you won't see people allowing too much conversation about on their channel. As soon as you see somebody whipping out the Space Shuttle thing, you'll see Fight the Flat Earth. All those people will literally be like, "Ah la 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 la," you shut their mouth. And if they keep going, they're gone. They're out because they just don't. YouTube doesn't have a lot of friendliness, because all it takes is what happens is somebody complains about your video and it goes to a reviewer, and let's say that reviewer has their own biases and stuff like that, and they also agree that just because you held the conversation with this person and you hosted the conversation about the holographs and the 911 operators, that you are essentially complicit in hosting this content. So they can delete you, and people have had their channels removed very abruptly. Big channels too, actually, Phoenix? Like, very abruptly had their channels deleted without warning. So yeah, you got to be careful. Like, we're a nothing right now, but we want to be something.
Frank, I did get a recommendation for you, and it's to try the Impossible Whopper.
It'll never happen.
It shouldn't, because it's goddamn awful. I tried one going, oh, let's try this blindly, and I went, oh, this is garbage.
What is it?
I mean, it's not real. It's fake.
And the fact that they're like, here's our burger. Oh, it's meat. It's plant-based. And they're like, oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, that shit.
It's not holding any moisture like a real burger would.
It's soy.
I don't think it's actually soy, is it?
Everything else they make that's fake, that's not meat, is soy, right?
No, I think that's the big thing about this is it's like pressed vegetables or some bullshit, isn't it?
It doesn't hold in. You know how a burger, if you bite into it, you can still see moisture in the bite? This has nothing. So you're
That's the only thing it did. It looked like this. It looked like the leanest patty in the world when I saw them testing it on like the news.
I've eaten one. You could tell.
Like, not for nothing, but I won't even go eat a real Whopper, let alone the incredible one.
You know, for being the Burger Kings, they sure are shitty at it. Unless you want to sponsor us, in which case you're great.
Yeah, we love you.
Go to Arby's, Phoenix.
What do you say?
Phoenix has this thing about Arby's. Look at him.
Okay, you back?
Yeah.
We're doing our Arby's sponsorship because I totally am.
We got the meats.
What happened? What's going on?
There's food, and then there's Arby's.
Between food and vomit, you have Arby's.
Okay, my final thoughts are: I love Arby's. The cheddar and beef sandwich is to die for. With curly fries.
From Arby's?
Fuck yeah.
So it's literally to die for because your intestines are going to turn on themselves.
Sometimes I need to go and instead of taking.
Do you have Arby's up in Canada?
Oh yeah. I don't go to Arby's.
Can you not?
I do not.
They're fucking terrible. I fucking hate that place. I've been having a war with them for like 15 years now. I think but they're not sponsoring us yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of my system right now. They are garbage food. Every single time I've had them has resulted in either explosive diarrhea or just vomiting shit out of my stomach immediately out the car window.
Maybe.
I've enjoyed it. I've never had a fun time. The bathroom is the gateway to hell. I fucking hate Arby's and their melted cheese and their fucking.
What about the horsey sauce?
Like vaginas. No, thank you, Arby's. Nothing I don't want.
Yeah, but I want to eat a fucking burger anyways, not some fucking sandwich make-believe bullshit. Why would I go to Arby's?
What are they? They're like we're like a delicatessen that you like from hell. No, thank you, Arby's.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna make my sandwich. I'm gonna go to Subway. Thanks.
I get it. Their name is RB, like roast beef. Fuck you.
I hate.
Is that what that's supposed to be? Arby's?
Yeah. No, that's what it's named after. RB, like roast beef. Fuck you.
Well, it was fucking right over my head. Oh my god. Oh, that brought me back. Anyways.
If you want to see my little debate meaning war with Arby's, in fact, they've commented on me. In fact, they've actually banned me from stuff. Is go to my Instagram, Phoenix West, PHXWST on Instagram. It's been going. It went on for like 6 years, and finally they banned me. Yeah, it was so long.
So they actually like the official Arby's account blocked you
on Facebook. Suddenly I stopped seeing their stuff because every single comment I would do, and they go so much so that the people, regular people, would go, "Oh no, not this guy again." And I go, "Who are you?" Like, it was that bad.
You're like world renowned.
I fucking hate that place.
That's hysterical, dude.
I was bugging fast and all about their barbecue sauce.
Game in high school had it, and all of us threw up on the bus.
Of course.
It was like bukkake. but
you puking me, I'll puke on you.
it was roast bukkake. It was so disgusting.
Oh my god,
so bad.
That bus is so steamy.
Arby's.
Windows are fogged up, but it's not in a good way. Like nobody's fucking in the back. We're just throwing up.
Arby's, you got the bucket.
Yeah.
Bring your own pail.
Arby's, who's got the bucket?
Oh my god.
Damage.
Oh, that's so much. Okay, that's funny.
Arby's, who's calling the lawyer?
Well, I don't really have anything to pitch other than my typical Brainy Beaver channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I had some pretty good. We did that collab with Fight the Flat Earth. And then I had my own video. That guy fucking deleted his airplane video after iVideo came out. That's success in my world. That's called a win. Ding, ding, ding. Round debunker. Because when you delete your video afterwards, that means you got fucking owned and you know it.
You and Dead Kennedy in Space can now both gloat about kind of the same thing.
Did he kill a video recently too?
I believe he did kill a video after, the guy he debunked, the first guy he debated disappeared.
After
he fell off the flat earth? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he went to go look for the edge and he found it. Who knows?
Well, anyways, yeah, so no, it was, and then of course we were all hitting that guy, his channel name, that guy, over the holiday season, and he actually Blue Marble. Well, he bet Blue Marble that if Blue Marble could show him a physical scale model of the Earth with the sun and the moon being visible at the same time, that he would delete his channel. And of course, we keep trying to tell these fucking flat earthers that it's not like Phoenix. I don't know how much time you spent watching those flat earth things, but they seem to think that it's like the kids things, like a fucking like a kid's clock where like the sun goes down and the moon comes up, like the sun and the moon, like they like yeah,
that one of those.
Yeah, like in the morning, all of a sudden the moon goes down and the sun starts coming up. Cock-a-doodle-doo! You know, like that's it. No more sun. The sun gone to sleepy now. Like they seem to think, and they'll go look. This doesn't match your model at all. We'll go. Why doesn't it? We don't say that it's not and for some reason, like they seem to think that we think that it's also supposed to be, you know, like a fucking children see and sound, you know, like the cow goes moo. I think it's fucking. Anyways, you get what I mean. It's so it's an interesting. I don't know where we're starting there, but they, yeah.
Child debate.
Oh yeah, that guy. He did the typical like, how come I can see the sun and the moon at the same time? You know, oh my god, I've got a segment. Frank's seen it, I'm sure. I'm not gonna play it right now, but I've got a segment called How Come Moon.
Three different segments, dude.
Well, I got
like a nursery rhyme for him. I see the moon, you see the sun.
I mean,
Earth must be flat.
Scott's literally got a segment every once in a while ago, and now it's time for the sun and the moon.
Well, How Come Moon? Here, I can show him. Here, watch. It's mine anyway, so I can show it.
Dude.
Maybe I hate myself. Maybe I think I deserve to die. I don't know.
So that's my How Come Moon. And did you see it's changing colors a lot, but there's all the different scenes of like the sun and the moon, the zooming in on the moon and moving to the sun. And so that guy did the same thing, and he bet that, you know, he said, hey, you know, if you can prove that this works on an actual model, because the one thing he brought up is like one of the people showed him Stellarum or something like that, one of those what is it?
called stellarium.
Yeah, and it's basically for like astronomers, just like, you know, if you're gonna go out with your telescope, you can see what's gonna be up at night. You can zoom forward in the weekend, see what's gonna be up in the weekend and stuff. Yeah, it's just a program, and it just simulates the night sky based on the calendar and everything. And so he shows like, fuck, it's easily possible. He shows them on that program, and he like had a whole video like, prove it with a real fucking model. You do it with a real model, like not this CG bullshit. And he's like, I'll delete my channel. Well, Blue Marble Science made a real model. Like, you know, he's an old retired guy. Well, I imagine he's retired. He's older, but either way, he made a scale model thing in his maybe just haggard, maybe he's not that old, either way. he made a scale model thing in his shop. Blue Marble. Well, he's old to me. He's got to be 50s, 60s.
Oh,
probably.
I'm thinking of D Marble. Okay, go.
Yeah, he's the opposite of old. He's
yeah.
He's gonna be young forever at heart and soul. But
RV.
D Marble. D. That's his new crib. Anyways, but yeah, so there's all that, and that's fun.
I remember that.
Anyways, do you guys want to say anything else before we, I guess, start? An hour and 45 minutes, we can start closing her off. There. Yeah, I know. Where plugs went long. Yeah, what do you do?
LOWCs.com, Lord to Wonderland on YouTube.com, Lord to Wonderland at gmail.com. Everyone get a hold of me. All of our podcasts, though, videos, whatever, LIWstudios.com. Frank?
At links on Twitter, ISCP podcast for all you IndyCar fans out there. And just go to reddragonsradio.com for everything else. And obviously, Way Off Topic Radio. Follow us on Twitter, drop the A so you can keep up to date with all of our, YouTube shenanigans, and subscribe and come and enjoy the fun of Frank fucking shit up.
Well, at the very least, being extremely late. So we're gonna try to do these at a somewhat regular time on Saturdays, and we'll see what happens.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Windows sucks, and I do too.
No, we love you, Frank. We love you. Hey, you look like you've been getting more sleep though. You're not falling asleep at the helm here. Fuck, half the time when I stream with him, he's like, you try to tell him something, and he's going, and you're like, you're falling asleep. No, I'm not. No, I'm good.
No, Scott, this week, you know how many hours I worked? 32.
Do you know how many hours I worked? I played Beat Saber, and I paced back and forth by the window until it showed up one day. So there was that.
Well, I mean, I sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to be working more. I just don't have any work right now. It's all good. It'll happen.
3 weeks in a row, it was 86, 82, it was 78, 86, 72. So, the weekends.
No, but it's good. But honestly, I can see it. You look more rested, Frank, and it's great. But yeah, we're going long now, so let's get out of here. The plugs have been done. Brainy Beaver, see me on YouTube. Way Off Topic Radio. Everybody else did their shit. Red Dragon Radio. This asshole right here is Phoenix West. You're gonna see more of him, and I'll get my ass on making us a set that's not my my Brainy Beaver set, basically. So, anyways, night on my stream, anyways. So I'm gonna click end stream. Bye on my side.